Hello, traders. FS Collector here. Today is Wednesday, so happy hump day, and it is April 2nd. So, how's everybody doing today? Hopefully, everybody's ready for the day that we've already had and probably are likely going to continue to have. Most likely going to be a pretty volatile day. We're definitely starting to see some volatility over the last couple of hours now that the New York session is in. I'd kind of expect to see a lot more volatility, definitely. So, first of all, I got well, let's look at the Forex Factory first. So, first of all, we got President Trump talking at 9 p.m. GMT time, and that's for the UK, which is actually 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So, 4 o'clock DC time, 9 o'clock UK time, London time. We got President Trump talking about the tariffs that are supposed to go into effect today. So, potentially a pretty big day for sure. If you look at the White House calendar, this is the calendar for the White House. You can see that right here at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, we have President Trump talking about the Make America Wealthy Again event. He might even be, rumors are that he might even be announcing a new bank holiday in the US. So it's going to potentially be a pretty crazy day. Don't ask me how the tariffs affect the market. I have never traded through these tariff events before, ever. But I think the early wave patterns, once the smoke is all done, are probably going to be fine. I would imagine everything's going to play out just like just like an early wave pattern would tell you it's going to play out. I don't think it's going to do anything unusual. So definitely still keep an eye out. We still got well, what do we got? We got about 3 hours until the event starts, so we still got quite a bit of time before that starts. But I really highly suggest if you are in a trade to be paying very close attention to this. It's going to potentially be a very big event for sure. So, hey Skylark, hey Charles, how's everybody doing? Hey Salah, how's it going, buddy? Jared, Olive, hi Oliver, nice to see ya. Thanks, buddy. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna take requests from people in the chats. If anybody would like to me to look at something, to analyze something, definitely let me know. I'd be more than happy to look at anything. I always start off with the US dollar index is because for me that's kind of the roadmap to trade all the dollar pairs. So I do always start off with the US dollar index. Um, and yeah, I don't know. I mean, the index. Hey, Rocky, how's it going? So to me, it still kind of looks like we could possibly get one more push up, but if you look at it on the daily time frame, I mean, I could definitely picture this just going down. We are definitely in a very strong downtrend. The weekly time frame, this bounce was not really at a fib level either. So, and I'm very bearish overall on the dollar. I think that overall the dollar is going to end up closing way down, the DXY also. So the question is this a complete ABC right here? We definitely got a Fibonacci bounce. We got a little bit of a double top looking thing going on there, but I mean, there's definitely a chance that this is like I was talking about today in the Zoom meetings I do every day. We were trying to come up with alternative views, and the Fibonacci levels definitely do fit for this to be an ABC correction right here. I know it's very odd looking, but the Fibonacci levels for the wave B and with potential wave C definitely do fit for a an expanding flat. And this impulsive move down, and then you got a sideways price action. The sideways price action, even though it did kind of drift down more, is probably still all an ABC correction. So that is definitely my alternative view. And if that really isn't expanding, then this is really just going to keep on going down. And this wave B is over. This is going to continue to trend down on the higher time frames. But when you go down to the 4 hour time frame and below, it definitely looks like it could possibly peak up one more time. It definitely looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of A. This kind of looks like a 3, 3, 3, 3, 5 pattern or something. 3, 3, 5, something like that for like a wave B. And it definitely looks like it could possibly go up again for a wave C. So I still think this is a likely possibility, but the daily time frame, I definitely do have a tendency to trust the daily more. And the daily kind of looks like it could easily just keep trending down. So we have to be very careful. I did take a very small position on the euro dollar just a little while ago, but it's not a very big trade. So if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It's not a huge deal, but I think there's a good chance we could possibly get one more push up for wave C, and then we could possibly reverse back down. Maybe go up and stop and stop anybody that's already short. Stop hunt them out, Anybody that's ends up going long will probably get stopped out because then they will end up going to the downside. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna start taking requests. The dollar index is kind of my roadmap to all the dollar pairs except for gold. So yeah, we'll definitely take it from there. Let's see, what do we got first? Let's see, how's everybody doing? JPY basket, US dollar yen, I think is first on the list. JPY basket is definitely still not broken structure, and as you notice, it did make an aggressive turn to the downside. I've been talking about how this break of structure right here is likely telling us that this wave C is over. If that wave C is over, then I would expect this to potentially go down all the way to here. And it made a lower high today. Lower high, I honestly would not be surprised if it did just keep on pushing down. I was thinking there was an ABC on most of these sort of time frames, which it did complete an ABC, but I think what happened was it made a like a running ABC. And yeah, this US dollar yen, this morning I think I was saying that it would make sense if it went, yeah, right? So that this would be an A, yeah. I think it's going to break structure. It's just how is it going to do it on the 1 hour time frame? I mean, it does kind of look like impulsive down, possibly three waves up. I would definitely give you that. It does look like we could possibly get another move to the downside. And the move that we're going to get this afternoon is probably going to be more of a dollar move than a yen pair, even though the yen is definitely a risk on move, a mover, risk on pair. Hmm. There is definitely a chance that that's a correction, but I don't know. It does kind of look like a correction, I guess. Could possibly go down again and then up. I still think this is a wave one and we're in a wave two right now, so it'd make more sense to see three waves down. So there's a pretty good chance, I guess, that that is a wave C. And if this does go down, then the dollar potentially would keep going down also, because there'd probably be a dollar that would drive this. Go down for either a C or a three, possibly for either a wave C or possibly a wave three. Either or could be a pretty good little push down, definitely. It's not really what I was kind of thinking, honestly. I was kind of thinking originally it was just going to keep pushing up. I mean, it went down, it grabbed all these lows, wasn't able to close below any of that structure, and now it's pushing back up hard. Kind of almost seems like it might go up and grab these highs. That's why I'm a little apprehensive about recommending shorts on the sort of time frames. Because it looks like it wants to go up and break structure on all the yen pairs to me. All the yen pairs made a pretty aggressive move to the upside today. I think we had a running ABC correction on the euro yen and the pound yen instead of an expanding like I was talking about in my videos. Let's see, doing good. Bleedo, how's it going? Let's see. Yeah, the yen pairs are moving today because of the tariffs, obviously. I mean, it kind of looks like on the higher time frames it might have made a running ABC, but I guess it's possible it's a way B. I mean, I guess it's possible this is all still an A, B, C, or B, pretty much the same analysis I gave on the dollar yen. This is possibly a wave B, and it possibly goes down for a wave C, make a more proper three-wave pullback for a wave two, and then this is a wave one. But when you get those higher time frame turns, you got to be careful because you'll think that a wave C is coming, and then what happens is you go short, and then you lose on the short, and you end up missing the long. So it made a perfect five waves down, in my opinion. Perfect five waves. Then it made what I think is a perfect three waves. So that definitely looks like an A, a B, and and then it made another five waves. So it definitely looks like an ABC. It just looks like a higher ABC. It's not really a running. It's not a running flat because it's a 5-3-5 pattern. So it's just a traditional ABC, but it's just a running ABC because it made a higher low. I think it's more likely to going to keep going up at this point, honestly. Definitely looks like it's going to. Pretty impulsive move up, so I mean it might be a pullback, but there's definitely a lot of resistance right there, I bet. Oh wow, look at that pound yen. That thing is not a correction. No way. So this morning I was talking about how it might just keep going down to one of these lower Fibonacci levels because if it was an expanding flat, then that would be your target for an expanding flat, the 161, 178. But the 100% of wave A is usually your target for a running ABC because it's a lower low, higher high. So the 100% Fibonacci extension projected off of here would give you a higher low, so a running ABC correction. We had a perfect. This is not a flat though. It's definitely not a flat because it's 5 waves down, so it's an A. It's definitely one, two, 3 waves up. Wave B, almost definitely one, two, three, four, 5 waves down. Wave C just made a higher low, turned it to 100%, technically to 123 of wave A, projected out the top of wave B. Yeah, no problem, Oliver. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. So I would expect that all the yen pairs have ended a correction. The Aussie yen made a very traditional ABC correction. I think that's going to keep going up. And the Kiwi yen also made a traditional 1, 2, 3 pullback with a Fibonacci bounce with a break of structure. Technically, it was yesterday, but CAD yen is another running ABC. Actually, this one might be considered a flat because this is kind of 3 waves, but I bet that's supposed to be a truncated wave 5. And then this is 3 waves, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. Yeah, that's just a traditional ABC with a truncated wave 5 of C. So all the yen pairs I think have turned back up. Swiss yen too. Impulsive down, 3 waves up. Impulsive down, break a structure. Probably is going to pull back at some point, but I bet we're back into the uptrend. So that's good news, definitely. Let's see here. Let me make sure I'm going in order here. Yeah, the Aussie dollar, I think, is just going to make a pullback, in my opinion. I think it really, hopefully you're still here, May. I really don't think it can be the other scenario I was talking about. So I had two scenarios. I had that this was still a wave one or maybe a wave A. I leave my options open. So A or one. I think it's a one, but it could be an A. And then impulsive down would be your A, and then 3 waves up would be your B. But if this was an A, B, C, then this would have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down to a lower Fibonacci level. So something like that for wave C. Yeah, definitely. I'll look at gold in just a second, no problem. I try to go in order. Skyrick and Nay recommended the Aussie dollar. So we'll do the Aussie dollar, and then I think it's the pound dollar, and then gold. So I try to go in order, make it fair for everybody. So that would be that's been my first analysis for a while, but it didn't do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This wave right here really cannot be a wave three. It's way too small. It can't be an ending diagonal because that's not going to work. It pretty much has to be the WXY pattern that I've been talking about for about a week or so. I think this is a pattern that me and Philip kind of came up with together. 3 waves down, W, 1, 2, 3 waves up, X, 1, 2, 3 waves down, Y. And then this is your impulsive up, and this is just a weird looking correction, and it's probably going to go up and take out the highest. But anything can happen tonight, that's for sure. That's one thing we have to be cautious about. Anything can happen tonight once Trump starts talking. I am going to do a. We're going to watch the Trump speech tonight in a Discord chat room with my members tonight because it's a very important event. So it's only for my premium members for my website. So if anybody does want to join, it is very, very cheap. It comes with a ton of benefits. So it's fxpipcollector.com if anybody wants to check that out. Tonight we're doing a special live stream for the Trump speech that comes out at 9 p.m. UK time or 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So very, very, very important event tonight. It's probably going to be something to pay attention to, that's for sure. If you haven't done so already, definitely do join my free Discord channel. That is 100% free to join. You do not ever have to pay a dime if you do not want to. The link for both of those are in the chats. So if this is a WXY, then I would expect this to be impulsive. I mean, it could make a pullback for a wave two, but it should maintain momentum. It should do something like this. It should keep on going. But man, we haven't been able to really break that 78% fib yet. But this really doesn't look like something that's turning. Kind of almost looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's going to go up and make a wave five, probably grab these highs. Then it's going to probably do a pullback for a wave two, and then probably go up for a wave three. That's what I kind of think is going to happen now. And maybe it could even be kind of wild too because of what's going on tonight. It could possibly go up, come down fast, kind of do something like that and go up. It could be a wild ride. Definitely. I think we're going to get at least one more push up. And if this next push up, whether it happens now or whether it does something like this, but I think this is almost definitely a 1-2. I think this is almost definitely a wave 3, wave 4, probably up for wave 5. If the wave 5 does come up near these highs, then I think it would confirm this is probably a 1 on the higher time frames. If this wave 5 just comes up to like the previous highs and then turns down instantly and breaks structure, it's probably, yeah, I don't know. At that point, I'd probably have to be bearish again for now at least. We need to see it close a little higher up towards 100%. Break a structure area would be nice. Let's see, the pound dollar, and then we're going to do gold because that's already been requested a couple times, actually. So I still honestly think that there's a good chance this is a way B. The problem is my overall analysis is extremely bullish. I'm extremely bullish the dollar pairs. I still think that the pound dollar is going to do this over the next year. I think the pound dollar is going to be up close to 1.5 within the next year or two. So this is the monthly time frame, so I'm extremely bullish. The question is on the daily time frame, is this going to be a 1, 2, 3 pullback and then a continuation up? Or is this just a weird ABC correction and it's just going to keep on trending up? It's hard to really know, but with such a big event coming out tonight, I kind of feel like there could be some traps brewing. This move up right here, might be people are probably thinking it's the continuation of the uptrend, so people are going to start going long, and then it's going to go down, take out all these lows, and then stop everybody out, and then it's probably going to reverse back to the upside, in a couple days. That's still what I think is going to happen. We're approaching the 78% fib now, so if it reacts to that area, comes down, breaks structure, I would definitely take it as possibly the end of an ABC or B. Definitely looks like it could be an ABC or B. But if it just blows right past this Fibonacci level without even caring, then obviously that analysis goes out the window, and the weekly time frame analysis of a very strong wave 3 uptrend is still active. That's why I think there's a chance that, the Aussie dollar, Kiwi dollar could still make a big push up. I still am worried that the dollar CAD is going to keep going down, to be honest with you, starting this big old giant push we've been waiting for. So yeah, that's what I would expect on that. I think there's a good chance the euro dollar and the pound dollar are wave Bs. We're right at a fib level on the euro dollar already, and the pound dollar is still pretty bullish. But if it bounces from this 78%, it definitely could be a wave B. If it doesn't, then it obviously isn't a wave B. Ooh, gold is playing out exactly as we talked about earlier today. And if you watched my morning video, also did exactly as we talked about. Yeah, I'll definitely do the Yo Aussie. We'll look at the pound yen again real quick. I went through the yen pairs already, but I just kind of quickly did them as a group. I'll go through and look at them again for sure. I think gold is going to go down. I think this is almost definitely a wave A. I think this is an A here. This is 3 waves of B, but probably in a wave C. Probably is going to take out these highs, and then I think we're going to go down to the 38 or the 50%. We could even be in this smaller wave 4 on like the daily time frame. This could be the end of a wave 3, and this could be the wave 4. That's kind of what I was originally thinking anyways, but because this wave right here seems too big and long now to be a wave 5. So I think that somehow we got like a extended wave 1, extended wave 2, or an extended wave 5. It looks like an extended wave 5, a fifth wave extension, as Ellie Wave calls it. So you get a one. It's probably better visible on the 12-hour time frame. That's probably perfect, I bet. Yeah, pretty close. Maybe 4-hour time frame, zoomed out a little bit. Yeah. So I bet we have an extended wave 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a fifth wave extension. Look it up. It's a very, very recognizable LE pattern. But shorter term, I think it's going to go down. Whether it grabs these highs or not, I don't know. I'm not a big gold trader because I'm an American, and as an American, you can't trade gold on a margin account, so I don't really trade gold much myself. But it's a good pair for scalping and stuff, no doubt about it. I feel like it's likely to go up and take out these highs. I think it's going to go up and grab a little more liquidity, and then go down to a fib level, and then not all tonight, obviously, probably over the course of the next day or so, complete an ABC pullback for the continuation up. Probably a wave 4 of the fifth wave extension. Uh, the wave 9 on the weekly. Hey, Yenberry. Hey, Vicky. How's it going, buddies? Salah. I'm not sure if you're even talking about this pair. We are definitely in a wave 3 on the weekly time frame, 100%. We're in a second degree wave 3 also. This is a wave 1. This is the wave 2. This is your first degree wave 3. So 1, 2, 3. But we're also in a second degree wave 3. So this is a wave 1. This is a wave 2. This is definitely a wave 3. We don't even have the end of a wave 3 yet. Eventually, we're going to make a wave 4, which I think is going to happen here at the 161.8, right around the 3,250. I think we're probably going to start a wave 4, which will last probably about 2 months or more. And then I think we'll make a wave 5. And that will only be the end of a wave 3. That's only going to be the end of this wave 3 that started right here. And then we're going to have to make a bigger wave 4 to wave 5, probably. Or gold is just going to do what gold has been doing over the past 50 years, which is trend. Gold is a never-ending uptrend. Look at it on the monthly time frame. It's just an uptrend. It looks like the stock market, it's just a never-ending uptrend. Yeah, there's some pretty big pullbacks along the way, but it's just an uptrend. It'll probably continue to be an uptrend for the rest of our lives. So, buy the dips. Shorter time frame, though, I think there is a good chance we'll go down before we go up. That's a monthly time frame outlook, but I think we're gonna go up, grab all these highs, and then probably go down, and then probably go up. So that's what I think about gold. Yo, Aussie. Yeah, we just did gold. I think we're gonna possibly go up, grab highs, then go down, grab fib, 38, 50% maybe, and then probably go up and make a wave 5. I think it's a fifth wave extension. Yo, Aussie. So man, I don't. I was talking about this with some of these a little while ago with Yenberry because, geez, I don't know. It's reacting to the 50% fib too if you look at it on the daily. The 50% of the channel, that is. It seemed so clear until it wasn't. That impulsive move up really messed up this pattern big time. I'm kind of curious because it still looks extremely clear. It still looks like a wave A. It still looks like a wave B. This impulsive move up is like, what the heck is that? Is that just a wave 2? I don't know. Could be a wave 2. It looks too impulsive though. I don't know. It could just keep on going up. That's the problem I'm seeing. It could do this, but it honestly could literally just keep on trending up pretty easily. The problem is I still believe that all the yeah, trade the trend. I mean, we're not even close to a Fibonacci level, and I personally think that all the Yo Aussie, the Yo Kiwi, the Pound Aussie, the Pound Kiwi, the Pound CAD, and I think yeah, that's it. So the Pound CAD, the Pound Aussie, the Pound Kiwi, Yo Aussie, Yo Kiwi. I think they're all in a wave 3 on the monthly. So that's the problem. When you're in a wave 3, stuff like this happens. This is a really good example of actually what I try to talk about often, which is when you're in a huge uptrend on the higher time frames, you're going to see an analysis on the 4 hour, 1 hour time frame that's going to seem extremely, extremely clear. You'll be like, oh look, this is a perfect wave A. You're going to say to yourself. Then you're going to come up here and say, this is a perfect wave B. Then you're going to go short, and it's going to go down a little bit. You're going to be in profit. You'll be all happy, expecting it to go down to a fib level. You're going to be all happy. And then next day you get up and it stops you out because the weekly time frame is in a huge uptrend. So I don't know if that's going to be one of these occasions or what, but boy, it does look like they turned, doesn't it? It's a very sharp turn. And the pound Aussie did bounce right off a channel, so I'll give it credit on that one. Pound Kiwi didn't really bounce from one. Huh. I don't know. They still kind of, some of them look like they still could go down. And it would still, to me, it would make more sense for it to go down based on the 4 hour, 1 hour time frame. It would make more sense to see something like this. But the problem is that the weekly time frame is in a huge, huge, huge uptrend. So what is it going to do? Hard telling, honestly. It looks like it might have made a running ABC correction. It looks like this could be the end of a wave C, and it might just now be in an uptrend. Yeah, I'll look at the pound yen. I don't know. I mean, even if it is a correction, I would expect it to at least make some sort of three-way pattern. So I would have to be bullish for now. And if you're bullish and it does this, then good job. If you're bullish and it does this, then stop being bullish and stop being bearish again, I guess. We're gonna see what happens after this tariff news, man. It's gonna be a big night. We have what is it now? 2.5 hours until Trump talks. Not too long now at all. Not too long. 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. He's doing it right before the stock market closes too, so that's kind of nice of him. Pound yen. Yeah, I think the pound pairs have turned. I think they made a running ABC. This is another good example of what happens when you're in a very strong weekly uptrend. I think this is a wave A. This morning I was saying that it's more likely to go down to one of these fibs if it's an expanding. It wasn't an expanding, obviously, because it broke structure to the upside. Like I said this morning, if it breaks structure to the upside, it's not an expanding, it's a running. A, B, C. It turned out to be a running, not an expanding. Made a high low. It technically turned right around the 100%. I mean, yeah, it spiked down to the 123, but the 100% of wave A is a really good target for wave C, even if you do have a higher high wave B. That's where you get the running ABC corrections. I think we're back into the uptrend personally. I think it's going to go up and take out the previous highs here. I personally think it's going to go up to 78% and maybe even beyond. We'll see. This will be interesting. The yen pairs are definitely going to be affected by the news for sure. Yeah. I'll look at that. No problem. The euro yen, but the S&P 500 was first. Mm. It's so hard to know whether this is going to keep going down or not. It looks like something that could go up to me. I mean, it kind of is. I still think it looks like it could be like a weird looking ABC correction right here, and that this could just keep on trending up. Nasdaq, I mean, I could picture the same thing and just being like an ABC, but I still think it could just be a wave A, and it might be going up for a wave B and then down again for C, and then like that is what is you would think, but the stock market doesn't always do stuff like that. Sometimes you just get the big impulsive move and then it just goes up. Big impulsive move and then it just goes up. So it definitely looks like something that could go up to me. The Dow Jones is the one that really looks like an ABC because of the lower high that it made. But the S&P 500, I got my Fibonacci on here. We're not really gonna know a lot until we get this break of structure. The only thing I know right now is that this wave is over. So this move up right here could possibly be a crutch into this last wave down for sure. So I would be careful just in case it was. It looks like it wants to go up on the higher time frames though. I would put your Fibonacci retracement from here to here. If it turns at a fib level and goes down softly, then yeah, it's probably gonna keep going down. If it just like makes like little pullbacks and then goes up, makes little pullbacks and blows past all these Fibonacci levels, then we're probably back into the uptrend on the higher time frames. Keep an eye out. The trend is definitely still down on the higher time frames, but on the daily, weekly, it definitely looks like something that could turn back up. Wow, that S&P 5, that um, Dow Jones really looks like it wants to go down again. And then back up probably for the wave C. Boy, I bet that is what's going on. I bet we're going to go down, make a wave C. This is going to be an A, B, C, a B. Same thing on the S&P 500, even though it doesn't look the same. It's going to go down, make a wave B, and then go up and make a wave C. And this is all going to be the B. This will be the A. Keep an eye out for a turn. Definitely, definitely, definitely. You would kind of think that this tariff news in the short term would be negative for the stock market. Definitely, you would think that. But unfortunately, everybody is thinking that, and that often will lead to a pretty big push against what everybody is thinking. Yeah, I just kind of covered the US 30, the NASDAQ all in one. I think the Dow Jones, US 30 is potentially going to go down, take out the low, then go up like that, which means we're probably going to get a pretty similar move on this. We're probably going to get another down at some point, and then maybe a up after that. I bet that is what's going to happen because everybody's expecting the stock market to go down, I think. We'll see if that's how it plays out. Tonight's going to be pretty important. Make sure you're paying attention in 2.5 hours when this all starts. Definitely make sure. Do, 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 do. Oh, yeah, 2.5 hours. Well, you must be. Yeah, that's not a very good time zone to be watching this news event. I would probably just go flat if I was you and go to sleep, honestly. It'd probably be a pretty good plan. So the euro yen and then silver and then the DAX. I think the euro, I just did the euro yen, but I think the euro yen that made a running flat. I think it's a one, two, three, four. It's not a running flat. It's a running ABC. It's definitely not a flat because a flat is supposed to be 335. This is definitely 535. A flat is supposed to be three waves down, three waves up, five waves down. An ABC is five waves down, three waves up, five waves down. Definitely looks like a 353 pattern to me. I was expecting it to go down to the 100%. That's what I said in my video. But I've also been saying for a while that it's in a big old giant uptrend, and we should be looking for longs in an uptrend. Definitely. I I think this break of structure proves that we ended in ABC. Now we're back up. I think that the weekly time frame is telling the story, which is that this is going to go up to probably 78%. Hopefully, get some nice old trends. Seems like a good time to have a lot of trends right now with all this tariff news going on. Let me see here. What is Oh, the DAX. Yeah, somebody just asked about the DAX, Philip. Philip just said his analysis on the DAX. That's one of the best parts about being in a group, in my opinion, is the people sharing their analysis. Yeah, a guy in my members group just said this about the DAX. He's probably short already. I'm gonna look at the DAX too in a minute here, but yeah, that definitely does look like a short. So what do we got now? Silver. I definitely don't analyze silver on a regular basis, but I do look at it once in a while because people ask me occasionally. My target for a very, very, very long time has been the 61%, $35.25. But I think it might overshoot that. It might even go up to the 37 because this is an important area right here. And there's a lot of support and resistance over here. A lot of resistance, definitely. And support back here. So support, resistance. Just the question is do we already have the wave 4 in there? I don't think so. I think it's still wave 3. I think it's going to do that and then do this and then do that. So, yeah, let's see. I definitely think we're still in a wave 3. I just like gold. I definitely think it's still wave 3, but the sort of time frames, if it's doing something like gold, then it's probably going to go down, honestly. I don't know. I would kind of be bearish. So hard. I don't follow this, so it's so hard for me to say what it's going to do on the 1 hour. I think on the daily, it's definitely going to keep going up. I wouldn't say definitely about anything, but I think it's going to continue to go up. Got a little bit of a double top thing going on there, but I'd probably just put my Fibonacci from the last low to the last high and see what happens with that. Hmm. I think it's going to go up again. It's just when is it going to do this and then go up or what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like 5 waves ended here, so maybe it is going to pop up one more time. This would be the A, B, C pattern. Be careful because it's definitely still in an uptrend. You might think it's going to go down and it just keeps on going up. So I would definitely be recommending primarily longs for sure. Yeah, let's look at the DAX. See what's up with that. It's probably going to be pretty similar to what I just said on the other ones. Oh man, that does look like a 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't really look like it made 3 waves of 4 though. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down again for a wave 5, I would expect. Probably take out all these lows. Probably just a wave A. Oh man, I don't know. I don't know about it going down too significantly, honestly. I'm kind of bullish. Ooh, I don't know if I agree with this one. It made 1, 2, 3 waves down right there. Maybe it is going to go down, but I think up would have to be the direction. I don't know though. Maybe not. If that's a wave 3, it shouldn't go too much into that. If that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it shouldn't really go into this too much. So maybe it's just an impulsive correction. This one made a perfect 3-way pullback. That's why you would kind of almost expect this one to make a 3-way pullback. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it does kind of look like it could go down again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe this is just a wave A, and now it's going to go down, make a wave B. Uh, yeah, so wave A, wave B. Maybe it's going to go down, make a wave C, and then go up for the bigger move, and then go down for the wave 5. This would be a wave 4, wave 3, something along those lines, I bet. So, man, make sure everybody's paying attention today. Like I said, we got a pretty important night ahead of us. At 9 o'clock UK time or at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, we got President Trump talking about the tariffs that are coming into effect. Going to be a pretty important day for sure. A lot of it is Canada and Mexico, but there's pretty much stuff in there for practically across the board. So, anyways, yeah, what else do we got going on here? We kind of looked at the pound dollar a bunch already. Let's see what else we got going on. Sorry about that. We'll grab a drink of water. Yeah, I'm gonna do another quick little live stream later on for my members. So I probably, let's see, I'll look at the pound dollar for you, but yeah, we'll see. I'm kind of interested to go eat dinner and then come back and see what's gonna happen when Trump is talking in a little over 2 hours. It's gonna be an interesting event, I think. I still personally think there's a good chance this is gonna go up, grab liquidity, and then go down. It still really looks like an ABC to me. But the problem with that analysis is that it's going against the daily time frame. The daily time frame literally could just do this. It would be completely normal for it to do that. We had a little pullback, now just back up to in the uptrend. Yeah, I already did the yen pairs probably like a couple times now, but you can probably look real quick. Dollar made a pretty impulsive move up, but we'll see. Did it break structure? It did break structure. Maybe we're just gonna do a pullback and then back down. Or maybe it needs to make a wave 5. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see here. Pound yen. I still. It's so hard to say what's going to happen tonight. That's the problem. It's a little unpredictable. I mean, to me, it looks like it made a complete pattern. I just think that what the news event we have coming out tonight is going to be a little unpredictable. I don't even know if I'm going to trade it. I've never, since 2009, had to deal with anything like this before since I've been trading. It looks like a complete ABC. It looks like a bigger structure. It looks like, yeah, maybe it will pull back, but it looks like we're back into the uptrend. But, geez, who knows? Maybe this is all just still a way B. Maybe this is all one, two, three, a B. That goes down and makes a C tonight. That's the problem is I could almost picture that on the yo yen. This one definitely doesn't. It kind of looks like a head and shoulders. I don't really pay attention to that, but it does kind of have that head and shoulders look to it, doesn't it? I definitely am not a big fan of head and shoulders pattern because that's just a different way of looking at it in an Elliott wave eyes. But basically, a head and shoulders is just a one, two, three, four, five. Oops, that's supposed to be a four. One, two, three, four, five, and then an a B, and a C. There's your head and shoulders, and an Elliott wave eyes. But I don't really think that's what it is. I think it's potentially going to keep going up. I'm bullish. Just because of the higher time frames, I think I would have to be bullish. I feel like it's gonna pull back though. I feel like it's gonna be mind games like no tomorrow. It's probably gonna go down, then up, and do all kinds of craziness. Be careful. Use proper risk management tonight, that's for sure. Keep an eye on your stop loss. Use proper risk management. Don't risk too much on a trade. Don't move your stop loss. Just let it stop you out if that's the case. Be very, very careful. It could be pretty wild. We'll see. I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen. My website is fxcollector.com. I am going to be doing a live stream later on tonight for my members, where we're going to watch the Trump speech together and also look at the charts to see if there's any potential trades. It's only for my premium members. My website is extremely cheap. I do a lot for my members. It is only $30 a month. Extremely, extremely cheap membership. I do 4 live streams for them a week also, but that's more of an looking for trades and more deep into the analysis and trading strategy. Comes with a trading course, 4 Zoom meetings a week, and I like to call it learn and earn at the same time because hopefully while you're learning to trade by taking the course and paying attention to other people in the group and uh, participating in all my educational information on Discord. Hopefully, you can earn while you learn by following along with all my swing trades. I have been doing a lot more day trading lately than swing trading just because of you get a little nervous about holding the trades overnight with Trump around. But really, there's nothing wrong with the markets. They're the same they've always been. We're just in a trendy time right now. So, which is good, honestly. If you're a trend trader, it's perfect. Tomorrow morning, we got Swiss news also. So, if you are available tomorrow morning, that's a pretty good news event right there, the Swiss news. And then IMS service PMI tomorrow afternoon is a pretty good event for the dollar. Unemployment claims is definitely not bad also. But then we have non-farm payroll on Friday. So, that's another really good news event this week. All kinds of things going on this week. But I think tonight's the main event with Trump talking about the tariffs. It's going to be wild, I would imagine. So if you do want to participate in those Zoom meetings that I do and following along with my trades, then check out my website. It is very cheap. If you just want to join my free Discord channel, that is 100% free to join. You never do have to pay a dime if you do not want to. 100% free to join. I'm going to go make myself some dinner and then I'm going to come back in about an hour and a half and prepare for a live stream with my premium members so we can watch the Donald Trump speech together. Hopefully, it's going to be a really good news event. I'm already in one yield trade, so all right, guys. Talk to you later. As always, thank you for watching and happy trading, everyone. See you again tomorrow night.